Today we see what happens if every single pitcher on your team gets ejected in a game of MLB The Show 21. Does a position player come in to pitch? And if that's the case, what happens when all the position players get ejected? And I mean getting ejected from hitting every single batter the pitcher faces. Because thank God in MLB The Show 21, you have ejections, you can turn them on, and now it's time to get into hitting some freaking batters. And I also do want to turn on injuries just because if I'm hitting every single batter possible, I want to see if I can hurt anybody. I mean, where's the fun if I'm not hurting people? So I guess it really doesn't matter like who I play with, right? So let's just randomize, like who really cares? Mets and Cardinals. I just went to watch the Mets in Atlanta actually because my buddy's a really big Mets fan, so I don't mind using the Mets today. It was a fun atmosphere. Like what actually happens, bro? Like do we have to forfeit? Like that's what I want to find out today. I love some science. It's gonna be Marcus Stroman's gonna be the first pitcher to get ejected in this game because we're gonna hit every single batter. Yeah, Tommy, Dylan, Paul, get ready. But I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below what your prediction is here. Like, is nothing gonna happen? Is it gonna eject so many players and then when it gets down to like not having enough players to play the game, do they just no longer get ejected? Can you like keep hitting a batter over and over and over again if you're down to the last potential player to be ejected? And does the game just never end at that point? You can just keep hitting batters? That's what we're gonna find out today. So excited, dude. I love these experiments, man. Like we never know what's gonna happen. So the end result could be an absolute stinker, but the video is all about the process. Well, I completely forgot I was out in the field first. So let's see if we can actually score some runs. Actually, we did. But since we're literally gonna be hitting everybody, I guess we're not gonna keep this lead for long. All right, first batter. Hopefully can hit him right in the temple. Oh, nice little duck job. All right, hopefully that doesn't like continuously happen because I don't want them getting out of the way. There we go. Hit Tom right in the buttocks. We hit him on back-to-back pitches. Will he be ejected? I think it's probably gonna take like what, like 3 hit batters a piece to actually get ejected. This might actually take me a hot minute. What do you mean? We only hit 1 batter. So if that's the case, it actually might not take long. So first pitcher has been ejected. Let's bring in another starter. Let's get through the starters first. Let's go with Tyjon Walker next. Not even warming him up. Just going right back to hitting back-to-back-to-back batters. So we're not going to keep this lead for long. Is he going to get ejected already? Come on. Take him out. Come on. Fight. Fight the pitcher. Fight us. But it took 1 pitch that time and he got ejected. Once again, straight in the game. No warming up. I want to see somebody charge the mound, dude. This has been way too friendly for my liking. Brother! This umpire is having none of it. We didn't even hit the man. It was just a little bit inside. All right, now Joey Lucchesi, the next man who's going to inevitably be ejected next freaking pitch. He doesn't even have a fastball? What do you mean? We actually didn't get ejected. This time, just come out and fight me already, brother. Well, we have one more final starter, Sean Reed Foley, to come in and get ejected, and then it's on to the bullpen. We still have a lead at this point. I know my camera's kind of, in the way, but like, who really cares, We haven't seen anybody get injured yet. That's another player ejected. I want to see him get injured. I want to see him hit the ground. All right, top to bottom, I guess. Robert Selman, who puts a random freaking silent G at the beginning of their last names. Like, once again, where do last names even come from? Who one day said, hey, I want my last name to be Gesellman? Come on, let me hit the man. Robert's still in. Robert's still in for another pitch. Right off the shoulder. Come on, Matt Carpenter. Come fight me. Come fight me. I'm tired of the same cutscene. Warning. Oh, nah, he's out. At least that's the first time we've actually seen the umpire tossing this out. That's the first time we've seen that animation, little cutscene. Come on, fight. Next on to Aaron Loop. Aaron just looks to be so happy. He's so happy to be a human being. All right, Aaron, enjoy the spotlight. Paul DeJong's hit, and there's your 1 pitch. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. He didn't eject me. I hit Yadier Molina. Okay, there he is. Where's the logic, though? He sometimes ejects pitchers for just throwing way too far inside and not even hitting the batter. It takes 2 hit batsmen for Aaron to get ejected from the game. Now Tommy's turn. I'm just actually so excited, though, man, to see what happens. There's once again, there's another pitch. Tommy's out. Yuri's Familia. Time for you to hit somebody with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. I actually can get up to 100. So can we hit somebody in the helmet, please? Man, that's barely off the freaking shoulder, bro. I just want to see what happens. I'm actually so excited. I hope it's not a stinker. I hope, like, it doesn't do, like, something Madden would do. And it just, like, nothing ever happened. You get to, like, the final pitcher, and then it just never ejects them. I hope something actually interesting happens. I want to see us actually have to forfeit. So we have 3 pitchers left. Trevor May, Miguel Castro, and Edwin Diaz are the only 3 pitchers left. And I'm assuming it'll probably make us put position players in. But what happens after that? I'm still shocked we haven't seen one player injured yet. Another rejection, Miguel Castro. I know this guy throws the ball freaking fast. So putting him in the game, fastball, a sinker gets up to 100 miles per hour. Hit him right in the freaking face. Another batter hitting the ground. He does not look happy. Charge the mound! Charge the mound! Didn't even eject Miguel Castro. Bro. Alright, now. Got to eject him now. Come on. Charge the mound! Still has not been ejected yet. What do you mean? Still no ejections. Holy crap. Is this where it ends? He's got to be taken out. Got to be thrown out. Putting the players' lives in danger. Take him out, ump. Take him out. Throw him out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why'd that take 3 hit batters? I don't get this umpire's logic. Not consistent. So here we are. Final pitcher, Edwin Diaz. Now, this is where things get interesting. If he actually gets thrown out, even though he's the last pitcher in the bullpen, if he gets thrown out by the umpire for hitting too many batters, that's where things get interesting. Who comes in next? Hopefully this isn't a stinker, bro. That almost hit Nolan Arenado right in the freaking helmet. Throw him out. Charge the mound, Nolan! So that one didn't get him ejected. The last pitcher, it took him, what, 3 hits batters to get freaking ejected? For the umpire to finally pull the freaking strings on him? All right, there's 2 batters. All right, give us the animation. Come on now. Come on, charge the mound! All right, so it's 3rd time the charm once again. I feel bad hitting Yadier Molina almost right in the chin. Come on, charge it, Yadier. I know you got the ball sack to do so. Okay, so this is the furthest we've gotten without actually having anybody get ejected. This is the 4th hit batter in a row and still has not been ejected. Gonna keep on hitting batters like back to back to back. And I think, is this the point where it stops, like, ejecting the pitcher? Like, obviously, the Cardinals are in danger. Like, umpire, what are you doing, bro? How many guys have got to get injured? All right, so we're at this point where the pitcher's not getting ejected. So I do have something that I want to try and attempt here. I'm going to try to hit one more batter and see if by chance it's 16-1 now. Come on, can somebody charge the mound? He looks like he is every time. I'm like just sitting here hoping and praying for the video's sake there's some sort of like magic cutscene that's very rare that the batter actually does charge the mound, but it doesn't look like it. Now, what I do want to do is I want to go ahead and sim until it's the pitcher's spot in the lineup. So Edwin Diaz is up now. So what if we go in and actually substitute a position player for him now at this point? We have 5 guys on the bench. We'll go with Kevin Pillar, who actually, ironically, was actually hit with the pitch in the face. It's not a laughing matter at all. It is because he's okay now. But just ironic that he's the one being used. Now, I just wanted to do that so the pitcher was taken out the game. So we're going to fast forward to the next batter. He actually scored a run, so that's solid. Now, bottom of the inning. It's Kevin Pillar in. Now, I want to see if that resets. And once Kevin Pillar is, like, hopefully ejected, who comes in? Another position player? Or will Kevin Pillar never actually get ejected from the ball game? Come on. MLB The Show, man. This is enticing violence, bro. I mean, this guy's hit 3 consecutive batters, and you're keeping him in the ball game. Have got to pull him out. Come on now. So it says there's no pitchers left in the bullpen, so you can't put a position player in the bullpen. I was kind of hoping that would be the case. Now, what I want to try now is I want to get back to where we're hitting, and I want to get rid of our bench players. So I want to go ahead and substitute pinch hit here for Michael Conforto. Just get rid of everybody on the bench. Jonathan Villar, gonna go ahead and bring him in. Just wasting spots, just trying every single scientific hypothesis that I got in this freaking brain. Right now for JD Davis, once again, gonna substitute him, bringing Jose Peraza to play 3rd base. Once again, next batter. Nice substitution, made a great call because he did hit a double, but we are still down 2-24. Another substitution here, Dominic Smith coming out for Albert Almora Jr. And last but not least, gonna once again fast forward to the next at bat, and we're going to bring in our final player off the bench for James McCann, and it's actually ironic because it is a catcher, Thomas Nita, who hit a freaking go-ahead home run at the actual game I was at in the 9th inning. So that was actually pretty neat. And see what happens. Kevin Pillar, the pitcher, if we come in, and what happens if we try to make a substitution for him? There are no more players on the bench. So there's no more players on the bench. There's no more players in the bullpen. So the last thing we have to do is go back to pitching and just hit like 10-15 batters in a row and see if we ever get ejected. Now, if we don't get ejected after hitting like 10 batters in a row, I think at that point, we're going to just assume it's a stinker and literally it just won't allow for your last player to get ejected. So if that's the case, we've had an absolute stinker, but hey, sometimes that's what happens in experiments. Well, manager, unfortunately, there's nobody else I can bring in. It won't let me bring in anybody else. So it says Jonathan Villar is playing out of position at right field. You may want to replace him. But it automatically brings me to there are no more players on the bench. I think we're at the point where there's absolutely freaking breaking the game. I think that's what's going on right now because he is not getting ejected. I genuinely thought going into this, I kind of thought I knew what was going to happen. I thought for sure it was going to forfeit. I thought for sure once there was no longer enough players to freaking field 9 on the field, it was going to make this forfeit. But it just looks like the game is going to go down the path of being lazy and just letting me continue to plunk players in the face over and over and over again until I get tired of it. So that's an absolute stinker.